Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new stream that we're doing today. Something a little bit different than what we've been doing, but I hope that you enjoy as much as I will do this type of lives, which are going to be every Saturday, just for your information, FYI. And just starting off, let me say thank you to Takinux, who's actually connected via Twitch. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that you're here. And also, Chico Triple X. Thank you, bro, for being here. Now, today is going to be something really well. This is something that we haven't done yet in all the years that we have made content, but I think that it was needed just to approach other type of audience, or uh, maybe some of you guys would like to practice the language. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that we could share our content, that we could share this information that by the end of the day is what really matters, and that's what we do every single day. Now, uh, for those who follow us in Twitch, you'll find in the agenda part of our channel, of our stream, you'll find that what are the streams that we're going to be doing and how are they going to be structured. So uh, that'll be Tuesday and Thursday are going to be uh, streams in Spanish, and then we're gonna leave this content in English purely for the Saturday. And what we're gonna do, let me show you really quick what we're gonna be doing in this little course, because this is something that we have done in Spanish already. Several years ago, I think 3 years ago, I started a series. If you go, let me show you just a little quick. There you go. Oh, it's frozen. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. Um, there you go. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll find that in the playlist area, you'll find that there's a playlist called Cursos Servidores en GNU Linux. What we're going to do is we're going to replicate that. Obviously, we're going to extend or try to extend those two courses, this one in English and the other one in Spanish. We're going to try to extend them and try to show you more tools and obviously give a continuation to those courses. So I hope this information really goes good. What is tartar sauce recipe? Cooking time or wrong channel? No, it's not cooking time, my friend. We're gonna be cooking, but some servers. That's what we're gonna be cooking today. Uh, but yeah, I'm really excited because it's been a while since I haven't practiced the language, and it's not that I've lost, I think, my knowledge about it, but I really love because that's my second tongue. I mean, my mother tongue in is Spanish. My second tongue my second tongue is or language is English, uh, and also some other ones, but we'll talk about that later, maybe. Cooking while we install, maybe. I actually, I don't know. It's not cooking, but actually prepared a coffee. It's a double espresso with a little. I mean, in Spanish it's called cortado, but I don't know how it's called in English. But it's basically a double shot espresso with with a little tip of milk. That's it. But it looks like there's more milk because I've already drunk a little bit. Well, but that's it. That's how it goes. So with this little coffee and the information that I'm gonna provide, maybe this is gonna be for the ones that already know the basics of the GNU Linux. This is maybe this is going to be something not that complex, or you would maybe lose some of the of the intention of being in the channel, but or in the stream. But I promise you that you're going to learn some other things. There's a little theory that stands that people when they speak in other languages they tend to have another personality. I really do believe that, and I think that I don't know. I think I explain differently in a different way when I'm speaking in English, but that's what it is. Ping Ethergroup. I am Mr. Immer. I'm Mr. Paranoico Mero. As always, I love that you can connect to the live streams because it's really important. You know, you're part of the community. For those who do not know or are barely connecting to these lives, or if they're watching this afterwards, there's a Telegram channel that I'll be sharing you. You can join the community. There are, I don't know, 100 and something people there. So if you have any doubt about any topic, you could, without any problem, just go ahead and ask whatever you need. And then, uh, so let's get started. Let's get started with this because uh, there are going to be differences regarding this new um, course that I'm going to be publishing. The first one of them is that we're not going to be doing it the same way that we did it, uh, but you could do that with VirtualBox because my current physical machine is a ARM 64 machine, is a Mac. So the thing with that is that virtualization does not go really well. It has a technology called Rosetta, which lets you emulate in some sort of way uh, how you're going to put these machines up and running. But the reality is that they tend to run very slow. And if I show you the architecture with ARM 64, maybe some of the packets that we may use during the course are not going to work properly. And also, this information that we're gonna provide, I would like to be spread out with different platforms, and that's why you could do it with VirtualBox without any issue. And I'm gonna show you this really quick. Um, what we're gonna be talking. Let me show you this. Edwin Gonzalez, hi Amir. Mi inglés no es muy good. Don't worry, little bro. It's really good that you're here, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it. I think that you'll be understanding, and this is a good practice. I'm gonna break a little bit the English speaking, just to say this. Si ustedes están verdaderamente interesados en entrar en el mundo de la tecnología, inglés es básico, pero no importa. Aquí van a ir aprendiendo y van a ir viendo cositas, van a ir viendo palabras y con todo el gusto del mundo me pueden preguntar. Creo que aquí pues, hay varios en el grupo quienes hablan inglés. Pero pues esto va a ser un live stream completo en inglés, es la idea, ¿no? So, get back to work. Thank you, Edwin, for being here. I appreciate a lot that you can be in the stream. So, yes, we're going to be using some orchestra, but obviously the thing with this is that if you want or you prefer, you could use Oracle VirtualBox, or if you prefer, you could use QEMU as well. I have actually not thought of making a video in another platform or that because it needs certain level of knowledge about GNU Linux, which is basically what we're gonna learn. And maybe we could port this architecture or help you if you have any doubts while implementing this. But the basic stuff is the same thing. What we're gonna do is a little network. If you saw the last lives that we made about Opie Sense and what was it? Opie Sense and Pi-hole, I think. You'll find this familiar, but we're gonna build it from the ground up. That was using tools that are already made. We didn't put we didn't make any configuration of any file. We didn't load SSH keys the proper way. I mean the proper way by what I mean by that is using command line to load manually and first of all create the pair of keys and then load them directly to the server manually. But there are obviously tools out there that you could use, but the purpose of this course is that you learn it from the ground up. If you do not have enough knowledge of the Linux environment or the console, which is maybe where you're gonna be having problems, well, that is where this is gonna happen. But yeah, So this is sponsored by us. That's something I want to say. Is sponsored by us. And if you want to receive information about all the blogs that we publish or security information, you could go to our site, which is ethergroup.emx.mx. I'm sorry. Uh, and you will see this pop up, which you could enter right here your email address, and then you'll subscribe to our newsletter, which we will be glad to distribute to you as soon as possible. So, yeah, that's about it. And obviously, we are a company we provide cybersecurity services. We're a technological or IT consultant firm in Mexico, based in Mexico, but we could provide services around the world. So if you are interested in this, just take a minute, send us a mail, and we'll be so glad to attend your requests. So if you go right here, the website is currently only in Spanish, but we're working on publishing it in English as well, just so you have that information published as well. So if you go right here. To services, this is all we can do. Vulnerability assessment, pen testing, implementing a DRP, network forensics, digital forensics in general, implementing this is a system to manage cybersecurity information, the implementation of peripheral protection, which would be firewalls and stuff and such, uh, protection for endpoints and for users, incident response, cyber resilience, and services of cybersecurity that we're actually in the process to how can we do this? To provide the service of SOC, yeah, of Security Operations Center, so we could help you with that without any much interaction from you. Actually, we would send you report, and that's pretty much about it, and help you obviously about around the issues that we find will help you to mitigate those vulnerabilities that we find. So yeah, that's all about it. And obviously EtherCloud, which EtherCloud is our cloud, our current cloud. And something interesting about this is we have several things to show, or services that we could provide, which is cloud backup, web hosting, and domains, business mail if you need a server specifically dedicated for email, call-up space, which are Nextcloud instances prepared for your needs. There's actually I'm sorry, in the blog, you could find this article. Like I said, it is currently just in Spanish, but it is like a benchmark between Dropbox, Google Drive, and Nextcloud, and why is it better, a better option in terms of scalability and price. Let me show you what was I talking about? Yeah, the vCloud, which are virtual private servers that you can dispose from us, and we'll be so glad to attend your needs. And infrastructure as a service, if you'd like to bring a server and let it live here, we'll be so glad to host it, either physically or virtually. And if you would like to bring a service and make all your team work through a VPN or remotely, and so they could work directly in our data center, we can also provide those services. So yeah, give us a chance. Just take a look at the websites, and you'll find some interesting information. I'm so glad. So I'm as your best security expert in Laguna, Mexico. I love you. Put it whatever you want to put it. Thank you, Mouse at the end, for being here. I just love that this community is just growing. I was looking at the numbers. I normally do not follow the numbers. I should say. I'd rather be. I'd rather produce things and give you information and everything like that. But yesterday I was looking at the numbers, and then I saw that we added, I think, like 300 persons in the last since we started this new era of content, and I like that because it has been organic. But I'm gonna be, maybe you're gonna be seeing some ads about us, but it is a way that we could grow. That's the whole thing. But yeah, I really love that you guys are here. And now we're gonna start with this. It's Gustavo Serra Machado. Good afternoon, greetings from Cuba. A big hug from afar. Thank you, thank you to Duolingo. Big hug, friend Gustavo Serra Machado. He most of the time he's in the streams. I really love that he's on the streams. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And from Cuba, which that makes us international. There's a little video of a man that says, "Oh, I'm international," and yeah, I feel international with this. I know that there are followers from Peru, from other regions of Latin America and North America, but I really appreciate that this communities keep on growing, and I think that we're gonna go very very far. I'm really confident about it. But yeah, too much talking about things that are not the cores. But we're gonna be. Let me just give you a little tour. Like I said, this is a remake of the Curso de Servidores de Linux, which is GNU Linux for those who are purists. For managing this type of thing, we're gonna take a look at a lot of things. What we're gonna do is a little LAN that we're gonna provide services to through a Linux router, and the distro that we're gonna use is gonna be Debian. And the reason for that is I love Debian. That's it. We could use Roku Linux, we could use Red Hat, we could use OpenSUSE. Linux is Linux. And I'm going to say Linux, I'm not going to say GNU Linux because that's like a mouthful. So, no, I'm not going to do that. And we're just going to be talking like that. So, there we go. Let's get started. Like I said, you could port this information to QEMU, to KVM, to VirtualBox. I recommend that you use VirtualBox if you're barely starting with this type of information. Just go here, click at the bottom that is like very noticeable right here. Click it and download. Yeah, you go right here. You choose your architecture. Make sure you choose the one that you're going to be using, and that's it. Now, also the extensions pack is very important because that is the way that we're going to be able to interact with the virtual machines in a very very simple way. Let me see something. I don't know. You can see this, huh? You can really see this. Okay, just let me see if I can write something. But the thing is that it is going to be a little shiny because there's that. Let me see. Well, like that. I think like that. So what are we gonna be doing? Maybe I should buy a little board, one of these boards that most of the streamers use to draw diagrams and such. Now let me show you something. What are we gonna be doing? We're gonna create. You see if that's okay. Okay, I think I can make it bigger. I thought it was smaller. But yeah. So right here, we're gonna have a Debian. We're gonna have a Debian server, which is going to provide some internet connection and other services to a Windows client, which is gonna be like that, and also it is going to provide services to Linux, and this one is obviously going to give internet access or cloud access. Yeah, so this Debian is going to be a router, and also it is also going to provide other services. But directly, these two clients are going to be connected to the Debian in a local network. We're going to configure DHCP. We're going to configure Samba server, the FTP server. We're going to configure everything from the ground up, and we're going to do it from the console. So it's very important that you are willing to learn the console. Okay, we're not going to be using at this time that we're starting. We're not going to be using tools to make things easy. We want to learn at first. Don't want to run if you don't know how to walk. Okay. So yeah, this is the basic architecture that we're going to be using. So I hope this is okay, and you could understand what we're trying to do here. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started with this. Uh, just to give you some background of what are we going to do. We're going to talk about these two projects, GNU and Linux. Okay. Uh, you have to know that GNU Linux is the kernel. Okay, is the way that we're going to interact with the hardware. In this case, we're going to be working with virtual hardware, but we need direct contact with that, and to do that, we need this. We need the GNU Linux. Uh, so Linux is going to be most of the things. What it is going to handle is the way that it connects to the hardware, and maybe other things. I'm not going to deep dive into this. I'm sorry, but it is basically that. Okay, and the GNU was a project at that time that was intended to be like the part of the user. Okay, because this one could not be that important if the user could not interact with the kernel. So that is basically it. And obviously, there's a file system hierarchy standard. Hierarchy, I think that's how you pronounce that. Uh, the camera is Da Vinci mode from the right to the left. Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't want to say anything, but I really like how it looks like that. So maybe I'll learn to write side counter uh, mirrored. We would say mirrored, but in the process, that's what we have, Mr. Taquinos. So because that was the first time I used that. I didn't have it in the. I didn't have that in the radar. So yeah, you have to know that in GNU Linux, everything is a file. Everything is a file, and being a file makes everything easy. And the way it handles information, the way the file systems are created. Imagine that. Yeah, this standard uh, was created or it started in 14th February 1994, 31 years ago, maybe 1 or 2 years uh, before I was born. So yeah, that is the thing. So GNU Linux, GNU Linux is what we're going to be using, and this is very important. Don't worry, we're going to take a look at it deeply when we get into the system installed. So if you haven't installed any operating system, the thing is going to be the same. So let me show you. Let me show you something really quick. This is an orchestra. This is just another option. You know that we talked about VirtualBox. We talked about um, QEMU. We talked about VMware. Oh, I didn't want to. I didn't want to take that, but we you could use VMware if you would like to. Uh, in my case, I'm going to be using this hypervisor, which is an orchestra, but you could use with no problem. You could use VirtualBox. Okay, and I'm going to show. I think that could be good. Just to get the architecture, and that's it. I think I have VirtualBox installed in my base system. Oh yeah, I do. But I'm gonna show you just the way it's supposed to be, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna deploy it. How I'm gonna deploy it. So yeah, look at this. We have VirtualBox here. Uh, I'm gonna be working with that, but let's get started with this other one. What you need to do, first of all, make sure that the one that you're downloading is the Debian net install because it is really lightweight, and that's what we want. We don't want it to take that much up space, on our system. So right here, what I'm gonna do is because that was a virtual machine. I'm gonna go to downloads. Well, I'm gonna go to home, and I'm gonna create a Linux course I'm not gonna use this like a lot. Linux cores. And right here, I'm gonna wget. Wget is a program to download uh, information. Yeah. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download it right here. You could go to your browser and download it just like I did. You don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it because that's the way I'm used to. But yeah, you could just download it, and as long as you have it installed or download it in your downloads folder, that's it. Now, what you're going to do? Can open file. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. We are in trouble because we have no space left. And I think I know why. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There you go. Goodbye. Goodbye. That is it. And I think there's another guy that's putting the whole thing. There you go. Maybe we're free. Okay. Let me do it again. Let me try it again. There you go. So what we're going to create is 3 virtual machines. Obviously, you could use as a client, you could use as a user. That'll be the correct thing. You could use Windows or Debian as well, but we're going to use Windows because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to use these systems. So Windows, it could be Windows 11, could be Windows 10, whatever you want. I'm gonna go with 10 because it's gonna lose support, and that's it. Download. Uh, you go over there, you go to the Windows website, and then you will find that there is a download button here. Obviously, everybody is able to install Windows. Is just click next, 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 and there are a lot of videos on how to install that. So you choose the language. In this case, I'm going to use English United States. I'm going to confirm, and then that's going to provide a link with a 24-hour validation from its creation, and you could download it right there. 32 or 64-bit. I would recommend it would be 64-bit. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that information. Just let's wait a little bit about it. I don't know. I know that you are not going to have any doubts because this is really basic stuff. But I'm actually going to ask, are there any questions at this time? Everything's okay. We're doing great. We're not. I have a doubt. Uh, I have a little doubt just about it. Mm. Would anybody of you be interested in having the online hacking course? I haven't asked that in the streams, but I'd like to know. Would you? Would you like to join the ethical hacking course online? This is a question for everybody, huh? You can answer or not, because I'd like to open it because maybe we're not gonna open the next hacking course in not a remote formal in a remote way. No, it's gonna be here in Ethergroup, but what I'd like to know if you're interested in that. So yeah, is it downloaded? Okay, so it's already downloaded. I'm gonna just open that. This is just like if you would navigate to that and that's it. So this is the ISO that we're gonna download. This one, oh my god. Oh, it's because it overwrote it. So I'm gonna change that name. There you go. change to ISO. There you go. So what we're gonna do now, is in VirtualBox, in order to create our architecture, I said that we're going to use this. I'm not the right time zone for it. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Because it's too early. That's the thing, huh, Mr. Takinix? But I think that you already know a lot of things. I mean, not just about it. Maybe you'll learn something, but I think you could also show us something if you know what I'm talking about. So wait. So what I was saying is, whoa. There you go. This is what we're gonna create. This is a cable. Imagine that is a cable, okay? The Debian, the internet, that is gonna be NAT. By the way, it's going to be NAT. Oh, okay, maybe you'll see it right like that. NAT. I wasn't wrong. You learn quickly. So this is the cloud. This is the Debian. This is cabling. Okay. Maybe it would be like that. K. Bling. I don't know. This is so funny. I really like that. It really makes you really puts you to think. But yeah, the Linux and the Windows systems are going to be cabled in a virtual switch, maybe, to the Debian, and the Debian is the one that's going to be to the cloud. And that's it. That's all about it. That's what we're going to be doing. So let's create all that in VirtualBox so everybody could follow, and then I'm going to create everything in Sun Orchestra. Why am I not doing it basically here? Because of that issue of the virtualization I told you. You know that'll be much more complicated for me if I do it like that. So first thing that we're gonna do, this is a clean installation. You download that. Remember that you have to have. Remember that you have to have. Nobody talk to you, Windows. Nobody talk to you. Oh man, I just wanna go to VirtualBox. There you go. So right here, remember that you have to download both things. That means the that is the VirtualBox that binary according to your platform and the extension pack. So I already installed that. You download, you double click, basic installation, and then you go right here to go to new machine. And first things that we're gonna create is the router. We're gonna call it the or the Debian or the server local server. Then we're gonna choose where do we want to save that virtual machine, or that is going to be saved basically right here. And now you're going to look at your let me see. I think that is right here. I think Linux course, and right here there's the Debian installation. Type, it will be a Linux Debian. This is all ARM, but like I told you, that is not gonna work because the one that I downloaded is the 64-bit. So the hardware, we're gonna leave it. You could leave just like a gig of RAM, or you could do 2 gigs of RAM. That's good, and maybe 1 or 2 CPUs would be okay. The processing that we're gonna use is not that much. At the end of the day, you're gonna choose the I would recommend that you choose 100, but you could do less, and with theme provisioning, because if you reserve it completely from the beginning, you're gonna have problems. So right here, the VDI, the VirtualBox disk image, that's all that we're gonna do. Installation. This cannot be done with this instance, and that's it. So I'm gonna go to finish. we have the local server. Now, how are we gonna configure the NICs, the network card interface? We're gonna go to details. We're gonna go to details. We're gonna go to config. And then what I did was Command H or Windows 8, Windows S, sorry, and that sent me to this. What I'm going to do is this one, because let me show you the little diagram once again. There you go. So this one has, or it has to have, two NICs. Oh no, it's already there. One NIC, I'm sorry, one NIC is going to be connected directly to the Debian server, to the LAN, to the virtual switch, and the other one is going to be connected to the internet, because we're going to, all the traffic that's going to be generating from these two VMs is going to be sent directly to that. And that is the way that it's going to reach the cloud or the internet. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect that Linux instance. We're going to put that Windows into a virtual switch. Then it is going to go through one NIC to the Debian, and the Debian through another NIC is going to take that out to the internet. I hope that's understood. That's why we need two NICs. So just let me show you something really quick. There you go. So now we have one NIC in the server. That is a default config. We need NAT because we need internet access. And the other one, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change the ISO that I downloaded, and I'm gonna put the right one, the one that the RM64, so we could install it like if we were going to do it like that. Debian. Okay. We're gonna go there to the download page. Now I'm not going directly to here. I'm going to the download page, and I'm gonna look for the where is it? 64-bit, 32-bit, 64 PC, net install 64 PC, small installation image. Let me see this. Download from mirrors. I'm gonna go one that's either from US or maybe there's something in Mexico. I think that that UNAM has to have that repo. Let me go here. Oh, there you go, UNAM. That it is. Now let me go to the 12. I'm gonna choose the ARM because that is my architecture. But I recommend that you use the AMD 64 because maybe your PC is able to do that. I'm gonna use the ISO CD, and this is the net install, and I'm gonna download that one. I'm just gonna copy the download link. I'm gonna cancel that. I'm gonna go directly here. I'm gonna delete that Debian. RM is a command to delete. And I'm gonna download again this one, but this is going to be actually with the with the ARM architecture, which is going to allow me to start the virtual machine without any problem. So now, in the meantime, that's happening, I'm going to add another adapter. This is going to be like that. I'm going to connect the cable. That's all, and I'm going to add another one. This is going to be an internal network. And we could name this whatever we want, but the thing is that all the virtual machines that are going to be created along with this one have to have the same installation, have to have the same name. I mean, that's what I mean. So, just about it. My left or your left? I don't know how to answer that because, well, I'll be my left, I think. I'll be my left. The best of the cases. That's it. That's the thing. Yeah, just about it. Mr. Gustavo, Mr. Edwin, are you there, guys? Or you're actually left? Spanish, Spanish left the chat. F. Why do you recommend the net install version instead of DVD? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It is lightweight. You know, you go directly to the page. Let me go right here, and I know why you asked that. Thank you. If you go to the DVD, you can see that that is 4 gigs of space. And actually, if you are going to be using, if you do not need everything already built in the ISO image, you may want to download the CD because that could download everything that you're missing from that through the installation process. You do not need to have everything loaded or preloaded because at the end of the day, you're gonna need to update all the packages, and you could get the latest version directly from the net install instead of downloading 4 gigs of an ISO image that then you're going to change or that you're going to be at the end updating to get the latest version of every piece of software that lives in the image. But that is why we or I prefer to use the other one. So yeah, let's continue with this. Let me see how is it going. Okay, downloads going pretty slow. But yeah, like I said, you need 2 adapters. I'm gonna add this one, and maybe I'm going to change this and 150 because the thing with this is that at the end is it's really small. The image maybe is gonna be small. I'm gonna change this one because I'm gonna choose another one because I'm gonna use the ARM file like that. Okay, let's go. Still downloading though. So okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna create the other virtual machine. So yeah, this is all that we need. The audio, I would take it out because at the end that just ends up being a problem or not a problem, but you don't need that. Uh, as long as you have 2 network cards, one with NAT, the other one in internal network, I'm gonna allow this one. This is promiscuous mode. That's the way it's called. Uh, the screen just the screen is just 150, but it's completely optional. It is not like forced by any chance. Just one gig of RAM. The processor, maybe the processor would be. Oh, where is it? There you go. The processor. Uh, the acceleration, I would leave it like would be inherited because that in that way it'll take the information of the processor that you are physically or that you physically have in your physical machine, and it'll port it directly to the virtual one. That is it. That's it. We have that. We have our first virtual machine. Now we're gonna add another one. We're gonna create another one. This one's gonna be the Debian client. Yeah. And this one, I'm gonna choose the ISO. I mean, you could or could not select it because it's still downloading. Oh, okay, there you go. We can do it now. We are going to change this one. Where is it? There you go. Linux cores. This one right here. There you go. It's gonna be in Linux. It's gonna be a Debian. It's gonna be in ARM64. Well, I'm gonna omit this one because I don't really like when that happens. The Debian client, though, well, that's everything we need to have, I think. The hardware, same thing. I would leave it maybe in 2 or more, whatever you need, whatever covers your needs. Here it has the EFI version. You could use the BIOS. There's no problem. I recommend the EFI though. 50 gigs would be more than enough for a client to work. You know, do not reserve it because it is going to take that space directly from your disk, and you're not going to be using it. If you leave it like this, it is going to be taking space as it starts to download and as long as you start to put files in there, it is going to be growing. But if you keep it like that, that is not going to do anything but taking, if the image or the installation process just took 2 gigs of space, that is all it's going to take. So yeah, I'm going to end it up. I'm going to go again to the right click on that. You go to config, and then we're not going to change in this case. Let me go to system. Let me go to the processor. Maybe I'm going to put another one. The acceleration, again, inherited. The screen, maybe you could do it 150. Audio, no, but network, yeah. This one I'm going to change. Well, not through the installation because I need internet. But later on, we're going to change this one to internal adapter because that is how we're going to connect internally those machines so they can see each other. Yeah. But yeah, but for now, we're going to leave it in that. We could remove the audio, but I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. There you go. We have those two, and we won another one. Won the Windows one. So we're going to create a Windows client or Win client. Remember that it has to have the same architecture. But yeah, installing the Windows is very easy. Just need to add. Let me show you this. I'm gonna choose that one, but I'm gonna put another one. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't take that one. It doesn't take that. It is a Windows. Okay. I'm gonna change unknown. Unknown ARM. Okay, but now this is gonna be the Windows. This is gonna be the same thing, actually. The same thing as that, but it is gonna be for Windows. And I'm going to start this one just so you could see what goes on through the installation process. Remember that this is not what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using Zen Orchestra to manage these virtual machines, which I have here. This is the Debian client, and afterwards I'm going to create those virtual machines in here, and I'm going to be making the lab over here. This one is like more advanced than the other thing that we saw, but this is what's going to happen. This is just for the ones that are going to be using this. Now I'm going to start this one. Oh, it has it still has the other. Oh my God. Still has the other config. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that out. I'm going to change actually that one. And I'm going to choose this one. And we're going to start it. Double click or hit run. And that is going to start. VirtualBox 1, 2, yeah. Wait a minute. There you go. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna close VirtualBox because then this is not going to be working. Mac OS, how it works. It's just a pain in the ass. Sometimes. Let me see this. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let me see if that really works or not. But yeah, now we're gonna start the virtual machine. Mouse integration, mouse capture. There you go. Now we're gonna have this. We'll have these options in the installation, and I'm not gonna go through how to partition. No, we're gonna create an LVM, and that is all we're going to do. That's everything that we're gonna do. Okay, so let's get started with this. I'm gonna go with graphical just so you could follow this along. But I'd recommend, you know what? No, yeah, I'm gonna do it in console. Yeah, install, not graphical install. Now this is gonna be English, United States. if you press the letter L, let me go back because I think I'm going really, really quick. This is the first thing that you're going to see. Then you're going to go to English or the language that you prefer. I'm going to English, United States. This is the location, but I'm going to put it like in North America and Mexico because we're in Mexico. Yeah. But I'm going to use the UTF. This UTF is okay. You know, the United States one. Then you can choose what keyboard are you're gonna be using. In this case, I'm gonna press the letter L, and that'll take me to Lao, but I'm gonna actually take Latin American. You know, there you go. Now, I don't know if you're following along or not, or just taking a look at this. But look, we have two interfaces. Then your system has multiple interfaces. Choose the one to use as the primary network interface during the installation. The first that we connected was the NAT one, and the other one is the internal one. So we're going to choose the NAT one, which is the first Intel. And the other one, maybe it's going to try to connect it, but it's not going to be successful because there's nothing that is going to provide an internet to that. Now, the host name, I'm going to call it the tartar. Tartar.local. There you go. Tartar.local. And the root password, now, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Sorry. I may be dissociating in the process. Okay. That was weird. Maybe it's a coffee because it's the second one. Right here in the password, do not, please, I beg you this. Do not put a robust password at this point. You're gonna regret it. I don't wanna say that that is a bad, is not a good practice, but please don't put it. Please don't set it like that at the end. I'm just gonna put the master 1 2 3 4, and that's all we're gonna do. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. The full username of the user, I'm gonna call it Ethercloud. Yeah, we could call it Ether or Ethergroup. I'm gonna call it Ethercloud. There you go. And we're gonna go to the account, and the password the same thing. I'm just gonna put the same password. Later on, you have to know this. Later on, we're gonna harden the service. What or had hardening, Linux hardening. What's that about? We're gonna configure several things within the system that are gonna provide a layer of security, an extra layer of security. But at this point, it is not needed because we're not gonna publish that. And actually, if you're going to use this to publish to a production network, maybe the time where it is okay to publish is when we have actually hardened the server. Yeah, not before. Taquinos, Chico, next GPL more caffeine will trigger karaoke mode. Don't worry, that the karaoke mode could be with less than one of those ones. You know, I really love singing, but yeah, maybe that could trigger that one. I didn't think about it before, huh? It was not. I didn't think about it. So yeah, okay. I will continue with this. 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. That's it. The central be the one that we're going to be using. And here's the thing. You'll normally find that you have to partition in a specific way or whatever. Yeah, normally we'll do that. That is a proper way that we should do it. But there are actually systems at this time that will prevent you from having a lot of problems with your file system, such as LVM. So I'm going to go through LVM. Maybe I'll make one session of how to partition properly, how to determine the spaces, but that is very traditional. At this point, in my opinion, it is not needed that much because LVM helps you to do that. Yeah. Unless you're having, something up up front that maybe you don't need that. And obviously, you have the other option, which is the encrypted volume, which I recommend. I personally encrypt all my devices. I really recommend that, but for this specific thing, because maybe the ones that are going to be using this are going to have problems. I forgot the password, and we're going to need to make a bypass. And how are you going to make a bypass if you forgot the encryption password as well? That happens a lot when we do the GNU Linux course, because people tend to forget the passwords because they think I'm gonna put the robust password, whatever. And no, at the end of the day, that's not how it happens, boy. So I'm gonna use the guided one, the entire disk, but I'm gonna set up the LVM. Okay. Yeah, 107. You see, it's 107. It says, yeah, that it's 107. But the reality is that in physically that disk is not taking that much of space. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do. We could separate the partitions. This will automatically take, the average use, and will take what it thinks is okay. But I'm gonna take the recommended for new users. Uh, Everything in one partition. That's it. Yeah. Just don't run rm minus rf space dash, because that's gonna have a lot of consequences. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go there. All files in one partition. Now, before the logical volume manager can be configured, the current partition scheme has to be written to disk. These changes cannot be undone. What it's saying is, I'm gonna delete everything. Have you backed up your disk? Well, actually, yeah, because I have nothing to back up. So I'm gonna write the changes to the disk. That's it. And right here, I'm gonna continue. That's it. There you go. Now it shows us what is happening. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna change something right here, because ext is a good file system, but not for servers, I think, because it has. I don't know if you've heard of this term, but I'm gonna show you. Maybe the first thing that you need to know about all this is that we have a concept called orphan inodes. Well, inodes and in AXT4. Inodes are the index nodes. Look, there you go. I'm gonna go to the kernel actually to show you what is it about. When we talk about inodes, look at this. It is the simplest way you could look at it. You have a limited amount of times according to the right changes that you do to the disk, and that is according, or the limit is going to be according to the inodes. And the inodes are nothing more than a number or a calculation that Linux does, or in this case, the file system will do, to say, hey, maybe you're just going to be using, I don't know, you're gonna write this type of or this amount of changes to the disk. But the reality is that we do not know that, and the inodes are limited. So there will be a time that when you want to write, even though you have that free space, the inodes, due to the limitation of the inodes, you're not going to be able to write anything else to the file system. And it has nothing to do with the free space you have. It has to do with the inodes. Also, the inodes are sequential. There's an order. If you do not follow that order correctly, then you are in trouble. So yeah, I recommend that in this case, we're going to change that file system, because we're going to be using a server. This is going to be used for a server. I know it's not going to be for production. Take it less seriously. No, we're going to do things right. Okay. So I'm going to change that that file system, and I'm going to change it to either butter file system or XFS. In this case, I'm going to go to XFS. The mount point, I'm sorry, this one, no. Root, label, that's it. Done setting up the partition. and everything I'm gonna leave it like that. I could take the swap and extend this XFS. I'm gonna leave it like that because it's a really little VM. The boot stays like that. It's not gonna have that much of changes. Maybe just when we need to change the kernel, or if we want to compile a kernel, which it is not going to be in the approach of this. Or maybe it could be because what you need in a server is that it has a good development or a good uh, yeah, that it works well. That's basically it. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the partition, write the disks, and I go to yes. There you go. I'm gonna install the base system. Now let's go grab some more coffee. Maybe I'll be singing by the next one, Mr. Kinux. So, how are we doing at this time? Everything's okay? Pretty easy, huh? I guess I already hit my English because I think I'm is being fluent. So, okay, okay. I'm gonna. It has to configure the packages because I haven't done that. Maybe it's gonna ask for that. Let's see if there's a language switch with the next coffee. Maybe French will come out. Maybe French will come out. Okay, it is already done. Uh, Scan extra media? No, because we do not have another ISO or USB or whatever uh, media would be. That's it. So I'm gonna configure the packet manager. Due to my location, I'm gonna choose Mexico and the UNAM one. Just to download like that, I'm not gonna get a proxy here, uh, which I could, but I'm not gonna do that. And I'm gonna continue. And what this is going to do is going to uh, show APT, which is the packet manager for Debian, the basic one, or the one that comes out of the box, which we're going to change to aptitude. You'll see in a minute. It's going to tell what packages are available and what are we going to install into our virtual machine. So there you go. Participate on the server. I don't know. Okay, I would like to open a debate about this because and I'm asking directly to the ones that are in Twitch and well, where everybody that's connected. Guys, for real, have you ever once clicked on yes or checked the yes at this point of the of Debian installation? Like for real? Because I haven't, and I don't know why they keep asking. I don't know if they really get feedback from that, but I don't know. Have you ever checked yes? Real doubt. I'm gonna put no. Because the reality is that that is not gonna happen. Well, not today. Maybe one day I could do it. This choice can be modified by running. So it already gives you, if you have that problem, it already gives you the way that, no, no, no. I know that you don't want to be there. It's the first time I read it. By default says not to service. Yeah, by default says no. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they really get feedback from that. Okay, there you go. So right here, the packages that we're gonna be using. Uh, all of that, it is going to be to get a desktop environment. We're not going to be using desktop environment. We're going to be using at least not for this for the server. We're going to be using console. So I'm gonna leave SSH and I'm gonna leave the standard utilities just like that. How do you check these boxes? Uh, just like with the space bar. That's all. I'm gonna continue. And in the meantime, well, I'm not gonna install this Debian because this is just for demonstration purposes. To test in general, yes. Personal PC, no. And then what? What? I mean, if you want to test, what is what you're testing to say yes? Because I don't know. I've never done that, but for real. But I don't even know. This is a real question. I don't even know. Oh, it's already done. If that gives them information, or why they keep that? Nobody wants to do that. But yeah, that's how it is at the end of the day. Maybe some other people that are new to these architectures, the ones that are using cloud or Amazon Web Services or whatever one of these public clouds that exist, maybe they take advantage from them. But for users that we are been using it like for years, I think that's never going to happen. There you go. So, term already installed. There you go. VirtualBox. Boom. Go to Debian. SDA incomplete mode parameter data. Okay. There you go. Welcome to Tartar. Now, we could access to root, or we could go to either cloud. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in. We're gonna escalate to root with the su command. Su minus. Oh, first thing that you need to do is read the fucking manual. So most of the programs in GNU Linux are gonna have a man page. Okay, man of man. There's a man of man. There's a manual for the manual. So there you go. Man, an interface to the system reference manuals. There you go. And that is how you consult everything. But let me go to man, and I'm gonna go to su. First command that we're gonna use here. So su run command with substitute user. Okay, that is what that is what it is. Makes you change or move from one account to another, and even I'm sorry, execute commands as the other user, as long as you have access to that user's account. So what we're gonna do here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to su minus, which we could do without any problem. Oh yeah, I forgot that was that -1. If you don't put that minus, if I put pwd, that's gonna print the print working directory. So where am I at this time? But if you put su minus, su is going to just log you or ask the password for root. If we had another user, you could put the user next to the su, and that is going to take you to another one. But su minus will take you directly to the password, and then you're going to enter the password right here for that user, which in this case has no sense. But that minus, what it's going to do is going to take you to the home of that user. In this case, the home root is in root. Yeah. But yeah, that is it. I'm going to go su minus 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm root. Who am I? Root. The ID command, you could also take a look at what's going on. Now, first things first that we're going to take advantage of. First commands, you saw that I used the command ls. This is listing. If I put a dot, it's going to list pwd. I'm going to move to root. Let me show you something. just to make it a little bit more visual. Linux file system. There you go. This is the way that it is organized. Thank you to, I don't know who that is. Thank you. Oh, let me see like that. So, file system. This is very easy to understand. Thank you to Brie Kishore Pandey. Thank you, bro, for that. When I say root, we're going to root. Is the root of the file system. And let me show you that. And for that, I'm going to install a command. This is going to be the first package we're going to install. So we're going to go to the update. Yeah. That is all updated. And then I'm going to install aptitude, which is going to be another package manager that I prefer to use. Even if sometimes I need to go through the other one. Let me see if I can go to, yeah. Okay, good. That's better. This is better. Okay, there you go. So aptitude install tree. The command tree would what it does is shows what goes on. And what I'm gonna do is maybe not the right thing to do, but I'm gonna go to ls minus alt everything, or ls alt, or ls. This, what you see is the bin boot dev etc edit to config home live media mount optional proc root run as bin software bin server or srv sys temporal the user and the var, the variable files, and everyone has a purpose. That is the architecture. What is the difference between installing apt-get or apt? I don't know. Now that you ask, I don't know. For real. Man apt. Maybe that is it. So the apt. Let me see. Auto remove. apt-get. Dependency strings using build dependency. It also handles conflicts by prefixing arguments with conflicts. That's it. So that is why apt-get. So I don't know if I could do like man apt8. There you go. apt upgrade fully installed auto remove. apt-get apt-get cache. You see that? To get 8. There you go. Okay. apt-get apt package handling utility. So maybe this one, what it does. Okay, it's a command line tool for handling packages and may be considered to the user's backend to other tools using apt library. Several front-end interfaces exist, such as Aptitude, Synaptic, and Waggy. I didn't know Waggy. Wait, I think that it is error handling. That's it. Error handling. Which is very good by the end of the day. But yeah. There you go. So now, that is the difference between one thing and another, but I like to use Aptitude. So what you see is the root of the file system. And right here, I'm not gonna, maybe I'm gonna talk about this several times throughout the course, but I'm not gonna focus on this because this is not the purpose. The purpose is you could manage services, local services for everybody in the network. But yeah, the bin, the sbin, the etc. Let me go really quick on this. Bin, user binaries, sbin, binary systems, etc, edit to config files, devices, processes, variable files, temporary files, user program, home directory. Also, I'm gonna say a lot of home. I'm going home. I'm going to go home. Let's go home. That means that we're going to the home directory of the user that we're currently going, which in the case of root, the home of root is dash root. Yeah. But also root, this one is not the same as this one. If I say I'm going to root, this is this. If I'm going to home of the root, this is this. May sound the same. That is it. Okay. CD command is for change directory. But you know, there are a lot of tutorials about that. Now, also, I need to install Vim, DKMS, Module Assistant, Build Essentials, I think that goes. Maybe HTOP, just those packages are needed either to build modules to the system or for the system. I'm sorry, for the system, or in this case, the VirtualBox interaction to the virtual machine, which I'm going to see if that installs it or not, or we need to install them. How do we install the virtual packages, the virtual machine packages? We go to devices, we go to optical drives. Oh no, I mean insert guest addition CDMX. There you go, and that inserts into the server that. Do not do double express and root. No, please, please not do. Please not do, or we'll see each other at Ragnarok. That's what's gonna happen at the end of the day. Okay. So yeah. Let's see if we try if we install the guest editions. I'm gonna show you that because you need to have those things installed before. If we're doing it on Linux, on VirtualBox, I'm sorry, you need to have that installed. So this was the command: apt install the vim, the KMS, module assistant, build essential. Maybe that is all you're going to need, and also aptitude install htop, which I like because it's kind of graphical, but in the console, you know, that's it. So yeah, there we go with this. Now, the not double expression. Okay, there you go. So this is what we are going to do. We're going to be working most of the time in the etc directory. Yeah? And I could go to the tree command of the etc. That is going to take a lot of things. Boom. Let me go with a tree less. Tree is like is going to show the tree like this, you know, the root and everything that's going on. But look, you have the have the user right there. You have the etc, the add user conf, and those are the subdirectories and the files that exist. APPR more, which is something like, if you've ever heard of a SE Linux, which is an NSA software that was created to harden, talking about hardening services in Linux. But yeah, it protects file writing and a lot of things, network, everything. It's really good. I made a video about it, I think, long time ago. But yeah, this is what's going to be in the T directory. But the thing with this is that in the etc directory, we're going to have a lot of files and things to install and to configure. You saw that in the install commands that I used. I installed this thing called Vim. Vim is a editor, text editor, which I like a lot. Vim. And I'm going to show you how to escape that because there's a lot of people that get into the program and cannot go out. But don't worry, we're going to go very easy on that. We're going to see another command, IP. The IP command shows or helps to look at the IP assigned. Uh, if I go to IP minus A, it would show the interfaces, which are these ones numbered by 1, 2, and 3. And after that is the name, local, EMP 0S8, and the other one, the 9. If you remember, I told you that this one is going to be NAT, so it's going to take internet connection, but this one is not going to have anything because it's connected to the internal network. That interface is the one that we're going to be using to provide the HCP connections and everything. But at this moment, we're going to keep it like that. If I go minus CA, it's going to color the console, so the output from the console. So you're going to see, you can see that now this one is up, this one is down. We're going to set it up maybe in the next session. But yeah, this is basically the installation. If I go to CD, that's all we have. Let's install the guest additions. The guest additions are drivers so that VirtualBox could interact better with the virtual machine. So I'm gonna go to, remember that we inserted this insert disk guest additions image. That is actually in a device, because I told you that everything in Linux is a file. In a device called def CD-ROM, and it is not mounted. Normally in media, you will see CD-ROM and you'll think, okay, let's go to media, CD-ROM, and that is it. But no, the reality is that we need to mount it. So we're going to mount the device, CD-ROM, to a folder so we could read the content. To media, CD-ROM. Now we can go to /media/CD-ROM, and now we can see everything. What I like to do with this is I'm going to create mk. There's a command to create folders. If I'm going to create -b, it's because our files that are not created folders, it is going to create recursively create folders if they're not created yet. So I'm going to go to root, then I'm going to go to Linux or software, and then I'm going to go to VBox. This is the name that's going to have. So I don't have the folder software, and I don't have the folder VBox. But with the -b, that is going to be solved. There you go. If I go to root, software, VBox, I now have this. If I go to the right here, if I go tree here, remember that the dot means right here. You can see that there's a folder. Let me show you this. ls will show me what's going on, and tree will show me what's going on in this folder. If I go like that, it will show me that there's a folder called VBox. Now, we could copy files with CP media, and CD-ROM. Everything, the asterisk means everything. Everything inside there, I'm going to copy directly to root, software, and inside software, there's a folder called VirtualBox. The way I autocomplete this is with the writing the first letter, and with the tab, it will autocomplete. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the R, -R, which is recursively copy. That is it. And now, if we go to root, now we go to software, then we go to VirtualBox, and you'll see that we have everything to do the installation. Now, the one that we're going to be using is the VirtualBox Linux Editions Run. So I'm going to go like that, or you could use the chmod is to change or modify. We'll see that later on in the course. +X to the runners root, and I'm gonna go to the runners root. Okay, I'm gonna go directly to that one. chmod, the VirtualBox, the VBox. Oh, sorry, was X the VBox, Linux editions, RM run. This will give the capabilities to execute the program. And I'm going to go to execute the VBox, Linux additions, and that will install the guest additions. Just like, let's wait for it. It is going to ask us to reboot the virtual machine, but that is no problem. Okay. It says I'm building. Something went wrong. Let me see. Okay, unable to load VBox packages and services were not reloaded. Okay, let me see that. Cat is to take a look at a file. Bar log VBox ADD setup log. It appears in. Okay, let me just pipe this. Oh, okay. See this? Okay, let me check something. Aptitude search. VBox. Test. Guest tools, image management system tools. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna reboot it. That's it. Because I need to go and install in my environment the Linux once again, just to make it easy. There you go. Close, 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 close. Go to Zen Orchestra, and now we're gonna install it over here. Okay, capture. Failed to send to host. Okay, root. And now we have the installation done. I have internet. If I go ping google.com, I would have internet. But then we're going to scale this up. We're gonna make more things in here. I'm gonna power this off with power up could be, and I'm gonna go to the other platform, the one that I'm actually gonna be using. And right here, later on, we'll be talking about what goes on here. But yeah, new VM, and then we're gonna go to the hack VC, and right here we're gonna go to Debian 12, which is the one I'm gonna be using, and this is gonna be tartar. Description, local server for local services. 2 CPUs, 2 gigs of RAM is okay. In the ISO, I've already loaded the Debian 12 right here, Debian 12. I'm gonna create this one, and I'm gonna create another one, but that is going to be in the hack lab. This is like we created the other network in the hacking lab. No, in the OpenSense lab. This one is internal, has no internet connection, and the other one is connected to the internet. So this one is going to give internet access and the other one is not. This one I'm going to take 100 again, but in this case, due to the space that we have right here, I'm going to leave it like that, 100, and it's going to take the whole thing. Right here, I'm going to add the virtual GPU. They're not affinity host secure, but auto power on. I think. What are the options to for the graphic card? I don't see it. Okay. Just call like that. As easy as that. I'm gonna go create, and the virtual machines will be created. This one's a bit different. You see it asks for the guest tools right here. But yeah, I'm gonna do this again. This time. Oh. What the hell? Hey. What are you doing? But I told you that. Oh, it's happening the same thing that happened before. Okay, I'm gonna do it right here. Oh, I killed Ducker. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Kill you. So we're gonna install right here, and that's it. Okay, that's it for today's live. But I think it is gonna be good. It's going to be good. I'm gonna start this one. See. Cannot get. You can get. The Debian client. Be tartar. I'm gonna add. Well, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna start up. I noticed that you remember that we were having problems with the installation of OPN Sense the last live. The problem was that I don't know why this VM that you're seeing right here, was not properly passing through the keys that I was pressing at the moment. But I did it directly from my local instance, and it went okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go graphical this time, just to have the both installation processes. This is going to be the same. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. But yeah, English. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, faster. Okay. So yeah, English. We're gonna go other. We're gonna go North America. We're gonna go Mexico. We're gonna go, yeah, United States, okay. We'll go Latin American. But yeah, this is the other process. That's about it, actually. By the way, Mr. Takinux, I've been willing to buy the rubber ducky. No, that's not what I meant. The Flipper Zero, still without stock. Jesus. Yeah. Can't find it. Still can't find it. I basically look for it like most of the days of the week, throughout the week, but no. Not been successful to do anything. Tartar. Not local. Oh, well, would be tartar. Tartar. Continue. Domain. Tartar. Dot local. So I don't know what the hell to do. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go to Ethercloud. Ethercloud. Again. Again. There you go. Central. There you go. So yeah, I don't know why. Do you want it all the features or only RFID? Well, at least. No, I want it with all the features because you're referring that there's one that was being out of which is cheaper. Uh, it's because I really want to do the RFID pots, but also I want to do some Wi-Fi hacking, some Bluetooth hacking. You know, Proxmark 3. Okay, what's that? I'm gonna take a look at that. Proxmark 3. Okay, okay. There you go. There you go. Everything you want. Before, yeah. Do it. Barely talking, yeah. Write changes to this, no, because I need to change this one to XFS. Just like that. Continue. Man, don't set up the partition. That's it. There you go. Finish write partitions to the disk. Write changes. We'll take a look at that what you're saying. That's only for RFID and okay, smart cards. Okay, that could be an option. But you know, there are a lot of things that Flipper Zero does that I really like to try. It's because Serial Killer has uh that sounds very weird in English, huh? But he has a Flipper Zero, but he obviously uses it. And he landed to me, I don't know, maybe through one of the trips that we had to Mexico City, I guess. And it was real cool. It was really cool to use it. But I think that to get more in deep about it, I think I guess I have to have it to use it in a daily basis and maybe learn some other things. But yeah, I still can't find that one. I don't know. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. Oh, karaoke mode unlocked. Not needed the third double coffee, the double espresso. Oh my god, it's so funny. But yeah, okay. We're just we're just gonna wait for it to finish. Also, Flipper can play Doom. Proxmax don't. Yeah, even the CFE, which is a company that the energy company in Mexico, those things can even run that thing, Doom, that game. Uh, but yeah, so I don't know that I don't know if that uh would not encourage me that much to buy that Proxmark if it doesn't run Doom. By the way, have you ever done that, Puck? By the way, okay. So yeah, this is basically what we're doing. The client installation is going to be another video next week, actually. No, I don't wish to scan any other media. Yeah, Mexico. Yeah, this one. No, no proxy. But yeah, we're almost finishing. We're almost done. Now, mm-mm. Let me take a look at that one that you said. Proxmark. Proxmark 3. Proxmark 3. Go. Home Proxmark. And they also sent to Mexico. The iCopy X is powerful next generation RFID cloner, ProMax power portable learn. But so this is actually just for RFID, nothing else. Yeah, am I right? That's the official one. Look in AliExpress. Oh, okay. But this is what? This is uh this is more expensive or what? Yes, it only RFID smart cards and dumb cards. Okay. Cuz I think that with a proper phone, you could make that thing happen, Uh or I don't know. But I don't know, Flipper Zero has something I think I need in my life and I cannot get it. Okay, we're gonna participate. No, we're not gonna participate in the survey. We all know that we don't like that. uh, it is way cheaper. In that page, look Pro Max Easy. Okay, let me see. Pro Max. Pro Max Easy. This one. I'm gonna click on that one. Important. It's obsolete device. Okay, but it's cheap. As long as it's cheaper. Okay, the permission was designed, produced by Elec House, the creators of Promax 3, cheaper, less capable. Okay, its lower price point came the cost performance. But yeah, might work. Downgraded microcontroller, remove lithium battery, management socket. I remove everything. And it's obsolete because they sell newer one. I know. It's just like Apple does. You have to buy this one because this one has USB-C cable. Nobody likes that, man. Nobody wants your upgrades, things that are already done in other companies or by other companies. And I like how they put this category like obsolete. Everything is obsolete because we're doing what's the current one? Yeah. The version 4 and this iCopy X. Oh, please. Some bullshit, man. They all do that. I know. Program obsolescency. There you go. So again, this is server and the standard utilities. That's all. And it is absolutely because okay, yeah, AliExpress sell it for less than 50 USD. Not that cheap. I mean, it'll take like a month to arrive, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if it works for the purpose, yeah. And it's obsolete because this is cheaper. So if I look for that in AliExpress like that, AliExpress, Pro Smart 3 or the easy one. Amazon also sells it, I think. Man, nobody wants that. Mark 3. Oh, there's the easy one. Oh, look at this. There's a kid. There are kids. There are enough Flipper Zero here. Oh, I really like. I really want one. Flipper Zero. Hacker. You see that? You saw that? Oh, look at that. Ah, but those are like. Well, wait, what? What is this? Los Metro Flipper Zero. These look fake as fuck. I don't know. Maybe that's the issue with this. I mean, you'd like to like buy one of these ones. Maybe on eBay, I would find it. I think. And it's up. No, I thought that you put another one. Okay. So that is it. Here you go. Here we go. So how's going? Okay, installation complete. There you go. Go, 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 go. And I think that this one already does the installation for the tools because uh, uh, management agents are not detected. Maybe as a matter of fact, I think it was faster. Managements are not done. Okay, so right here you'll select guest tools. I'm gonna do this like a little bit faster, but I'm gonna make that software folder that we created. And then we'll go. Oh my god, we hate that. Oh, I'm sorry. CD root and -p software. Then I'm gonna create what was that? Vbox. Vbox. Oh my god. Vbox. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm going to mount dep CD-ROM to media CD-ROM CP-R media CD-ROM to well everything to our root software Vbox. There you go. Root software Vbox and right here in Linux I'm gonna chmod +x the XE utilities, XEget utilities. This is equivalent to what we did in VirtualBox. 12 AMD, 12 underscore. Oh my god, 12. Yeah, that is right, isn't it? Mm. Mm. Oh, there you go. It's because it's underscore right here. AMD dev, and then DAPKG -C, which is the packet manager, the XE AMD dev. There you go. System CTL enable, or maybe I think there's like the install version, isn't it? Crash install. There you go. Yeah, continue. Reboot. Let's reboot. Okay. It is almost time to finish this live. And that'll be it. That'll be for today. Hope you find this information interesting. And now we can control what it does. We could turn this and we'll gracefully turn the machines off, and we could get the information about the IP address directly here without having the need to get into the virtual machine to do that. Now, look at that. And now I have internet connection, and this one will know what IP address it has. There you go. That's it. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna power off this machine. And that's it. Creating the tartar, the first virtual machine that we're gonna be using. So thank you very much for having me today in this live. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for having the time. Yeah, you have bought your famous. Yeah, I actually have bought in most of the time in every stream, but that's good. I mean, yeah, we're famous. This is equivalent like the first time that we had haters. Once there was this man that was just commenting and just fucking around, and then we said that we have haters. Uh, okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much for connecting. I really appreciate that you guys have the chance to connect today. Maybe this content will be interesting for you. I hope I hadn't done or performed bad. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Obviously, we're gonna get hands on from now on, and hopefully, you'll find this information you could share with more people around you. Uh, like I said, uh, AliExpress buy, Proxmox buy. We're Ethergroup, okay, and hopefully you could join um, the live streams that we're doing in throughout the week and find this information important. Drink coffee, uh, just not as much as I did. That's normal. Actually, I drink four double espressos at the day, or one, or three. I'm sorry, 3 or 4 throughout the day. But yeah, uh, take your coffee. Uh, please keep on learning, never stop, and we'll see each other in the Ragnarok, which is the end of the world, by the way. Okay, so we'll see each other. Bye.